This is the Kentucky Geological Survey Earth Analysis Research Library, or as we like to call it, EARL. As you can see, I've got on some safety equipment that is very important to wear in a warehouse that is full of heavy boxes of rocks. I've got on my hard hat in case something heavy falls off the shelf to protect my head. I've got on a dust mask to protect me from hazardous dust that collects in the warehouse that could possibly harm my lungs. I've also got on steel-toed boots to protect my toes and feet in case I pick up a box of rocks and something falls out. I've also got on my gloves for hand protection. EARL is a library, but instead of storing and cataloging books, we are the state of Kentucky's official library to store and catalog rocks and the information associated with those rocks. Now you're probably asking yourself, why would you keep all of that rock? The simple answer is so that researchers can learn from what they find in the rock to produce items that you use every day and probably don't ever stop to think about. Some of these items might be coal to produce electricity, minerals for use in items such as toothpaste and to power your cell phones, natural gas to heat your homes, and oil to make gasoline to power our cars. Valuable information about the rocks below the surface can also tell us if the mountainside that we would like to build a road on will be stable enough to support the road, or if a bridge that we want to build over a valley will have enough rock support below it to keep it from collapsing. EARL stores two main types of rocks. The first type of rocks are called cores, which are complete columns of solid rock. They are stored in these type of boxes. And this is an example of a piece of core. Here at EARL, we have several different sizes of core that range from 1 inch in diameter all the way up to 4 feet across. And we have almost 5,000 different cores stored here. The second main type of rock that is stored here is called well cuttings. And we have over 17,000 different sets of well cuttings. Well cuttings are basically gravel that is produced from the drill going through the rock when drilling a well. Well cuttings are stored in these type of boxes depending on how they are received. When unwashed well cuttings are received, they still have mud from the drilling site and other undesirable materials mixed in with the well cuttings. After the well cuttings are washed, they are stored in these longer rectangular types of boxes, and they have all the mud and undesired materials washed out, which makes for a nice sample for researchers to study. EARL has a database listed online of all the material that is housed in the facility, and when a researcher is interested in viewing a particular core or set of well cuttings, they contact the EARL staff, and we use our materials handling equipment to move pallets of material out of the aisleways and access the core from the shelving and load the boxes of material by hand onto the pallets. It's then laid out for researchers to view. Sometimes it's valuable for the researchers to take small samples of the material so that they can analyze the rock for various reasons to find out what the rock is made of, how old the rocks are, what amount of a specific mineral is present in the rock, and various other reasons.